Hello, hello, hello. Biohack here with another live arena video. What a day it has been. A lot of changes on the account today. So first things first, guess who showed up in the shop finally? That's right, we got our 6-star Fabian soul. Of course, we are running Intimidating Presence on him, which is huge. So this now gives me a lockout option with a speed aura, which is nice because that means I can run like Kaja, Fabian, Sulfurion plus 2 nukers that don't have speed auras if I want to. We'll see how much I end up doing that. I think Fabian also could get more play than Warlord just because he's a little... I don't want to say he's more useful, but he has a little bit more utility with his A2 against mythicals and that sort of thing, and especially with how he pairs up with Fear and things like Embris, who I plan on using a lot. So yeah, I think there's some interesting potential there. So very happy to get him today, especially since the free regearing just started, so I was able to build him out. I need to do a little bit better on some of his glyphs to speed him up a bit. He's currently only 372, which is a little bit slow to be speed tuned with Kaja. It's enough for Sulfurion as long as he's landing all his buffs and doing the turn meter pushback. So it's a little bit of a mix, but we're still trying to improve glyphs a little bit. And actually ascensions are fine, but glyphs need a little bit of work. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. But right now, 372 speed, 830 accuracy. I want to push that up a little bit more as well, but I need to... Actually, you know what? I should up this right now. Might as well do... Oops, not the rank, the level. Yeah, might as well do that. Get a little bit more HP. I need to put some gems in there that give him the turn meter boost, all that kind of stuff as well. Stats, 55,000 health, almost 56, 4,600 defense, 372 speed, that's a big one, 830 accuracy. He's in 4-piece feral, so he doesn't get the 50% reduction in polymorph chance, but he gets the immunity, which is really what I wanted. Mostly I wanted the immunity so that I can not get enfeebled by Marius and actually get his abilities off. So that's a big change. The other big change I made on the account is for a similar reason, and that is Carnage. I rebuilt Carnage in Stone Skin Lethal. He's quite a bit slower than he used to be. He's 304 speed, and his damage dropped probably by about 20%. Based on what the HH optimizer suggests. So if we look at form 2, it's over here, 7,700, 276, 304 speed. The speed drop is quite large, but I've been looking at the math behind how much turn meter boost these gems actually account for when I run Kaja Sulfurion. It's about 12 speed each, so even with 304, he still will go before my Marius. If Sulfurion doesn't land the buffs on everyone, that might not happen, so I need to be a little bit careful with that, and I might try and make him a little bit faster with potentially putting... Actually, you know what? We can get a little bit of speed out of this, but potentially putting like a 6-star glyph on some of the better pieces that he's currently wearing. We'll see. There we go. And yeah, but the stone skin is huge because I'm using Embris a lot. Embris is actually the reason why I kind of want the stone skin on Carnage, because I want to go against Marius teams, and I want to go Kaja, Armons, or sorry, yeah, well, part of the whole team will be Kaja, Armons, Sulfurion, Embris, Carnage, with the assumption that Armons will be the ban, or potentially Kaja will be the van. Sometimes people do that when they want to be in a speed race, and I want to be able to swap forms with the Embris and not have Carnage die to a Marius counterattack. So that's been happening to me a lot, in the sense that it's just been a big problem to not have him in Stone Skin when fighting Marius teams, either because of Enfeeble. He can throw the A2, the Enfeeble back and still deal damage, but it's not ideal to not have that access to that A3. And because I just don't want him to die if I swap. Like, he's not a tanky champion, so yeah, we've got him in Stone Skin now. The thing about Carnage I want to say too is The damage on Carnage is very awkward because you kind of sometimes don't actually want him to do too much damage. It sometimes can be better if he does a little bit less, because if you kill the target too early in his 3-hitter A3, you will not place all of the debuffs, and therefore you won't activate his passive and spread them around. So the ideal situation of Carnage is you kill him on the 3rd hit, or kill your target on the 3rd hit. So that means you place block passives, block actives, then you kill the target, and then spread those to the rest of the team. So if you go against something like a lot of Marius's, for example, my Carnage could kill them on the 1st hit and then not put the block actives up on the whole team, which is not ideal, especially when you're running something like Sulfuron, where you're knocking 20% of their health off at the beginning of the fight. It's pretty easy to just one-shot them too early. So damage is a little awkward on him. And then if you spread all these debuffs around and you swap forms and hit him with like this ability, it nukes. That was really loud. It hits so hard that it doesn't really matter. I mean, I've seen this thing hit nice for like 300,000+ on 1 out of 2 hits. So, or maybe like 250,000. It's crazy. It can hit really, really hard. So that's how I'm feeling about Carnage. That's how I'm justifying putting him in Stone Skin. The nice thing is we've got a free regearing event going on for another week and a half. So if I hate it, I'll just put the gear back on him and no sweat. So yeah, there's some other champions that I've rebuilt too. Like He-Man got rebuilt because some of his gear got moved onto the Carnage, and a bunch of other things kind of got shifted. Volcanos got rebuilt a little bit, but none of them are super, super major, and I don't want to spend the whole video just going over builds that aren't not super important. This is day 1 of the new season, so let's see how this goes. This guy's name's Sour Risk. I don't know this player. The other nice thing is if I run Hegemon teams, having Carnage and Stone Skin can help a lot with that as well. Okay. This Siegfried could definitely be a problem. I maybe should have actually just gone Fabian and banned the... what's it called? The Siegfried. Although the Armons, or the Sulfuron ban letting me have Armons is going to make that a lot easier. So let's see. We'll come in here. We're going to go for a poly over there. How much polymorph is on that team? None. So we might as well do this. There we go. We see the perfect. That's a perfect example of why we swapped the builds the way we did. Just gotta not die to this. Actually, you know what? If I swap forms and nuke, actually, is that the right call? I'm trying to think. He'll pop out, get the revive. These two will be block revived. We killed Marius. I think I'm just going to go here. It's just because I'm enfeebled. If I wasn't enfeebled, it would be fine. Oh, shoot. Oh, actually, you know what? That's totally fine. Totally fine. Oh, never mind. I lied. Oh, yes, it is. Oh, no, it's not. No, it's fine because he was polymorphed. So he didn't get the turn meter boost. Wait, how's he taking a turn? What the fuck? I don't know what happened there. That was odd. Hopefully the Armons can go first. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. Commodus was block revived, so he couldn't do anything about that even if he wanted to. Another kill, beautiful. And there's maybe a world where he kills my team. Would swapping forms do anything? Probably not. I don't think I'll go for the revive yet either. I would like, yeah, I was going to say, I would like him to go so I can just block revive her. All right, cool. Got Donor 820 again. This guy runs Narcissus, Harima, Marius, Carnage, Odin, and Korra, Mikage, Elva, Armons, Galathir, UDK, and Korra. Since we know he likes to use Carnage, well, I'd be picking Carnage here anyway, but I'm just definitely going to go for that. We can just go ahead and ban the Hegemon. There's no speed aura or anything, so there's no shot we don't go first. We just got to get the nuke. Polymorph? There is on the Galathir. Yeah, let's not risk it. So we'll go for a swap. Thank you. I'll take your health. And I'll murder you. Oh, shoot. That's a little unfortunate. Carnage too slow. We're gonna swap because I need my revive for when the Galathir revives them. Or sorry, not my revive. I need my my second AoE, and I don't want to have to swap. Oh, he's so close to dying. Bummer. We'll hopefully see a Marius die to the... Oh shit, this Harima might actually be a huge problem. And the Siphi can revive. Ah, damn it. If I go for the revive here... I'm trying to think what I could have done differently. It just super sucks that the Siphi cut in. Kasha's gonna cleanse, so that's fine. Ugh, not hard enough. Not hard enough. Close, but not hard enough. Bummer. Maybe the Carnage is too slow. Because that Sify didn't even have a speed aura, so having him get cut in on is brutal. What's the ban here? I think there's a few ways to do this. It's kind of a weird ban. Marius, Hefrak, Fabian, Crixia, Galathir. Oh, fuck. What options do I have? I probably should just do what I can on the Crixia. Actually, you know what? It would have made sense to swap forms there. Ugh, the resistance on Crixia and the resistance on Crixia and the Fabian really screwed the Sulfurion over. Because I didn't pop the stone skin. Damn, 2 fucking losses to start the season. That sucks. The only real way we can win this is if I somehow manage to tank this with Kaja, revive everyone, but I don't know how everyone doesn't just die to the yeah, just die right here. I can't not revive because then Hefrak will kill me. Huh, who is the ban in that situation? I have to ban one of the nukers. That's what I have to do. The play is to ban Marius and then Poly Hefrak and then kill him later. Dude. Losing 2 fights back to back. It sucks. Especially since they weren't even like that hard of opponents. Like it wasn't even fucking mythicals. Although I'm not gonna lie, I honestly often struggle with older comps more than like the higher end comps, because I build my teams to counter like the really tough stuff. And so then we're fighting people who are just like running polymorph in 2025. It's like, oh shit, I guess we lost a polymorph. But like no one at high end runs polymorph anymore. It's all lightning cage and you know, the rest of it. This is probably safe. He's probably gonna... Oh, he doesn't ban Kaja. Okay, well, whatever. I'm not super worried about losing a speed race. I can block revive the Harima. Oh, wait, no, I can't because I'm not going to be able to kill her. Block passive shit. Okay. Could have maybe played that. I mean, unlikely, but could have maybe tried. Don't know this player, by the way. So we'll just use our usual stuff. He-Man's not speed tuned, but he's still probably my best option at the moment. Yeah, I'm glad I banned that. I was just like, you know what? He's probably like, this looks like someone trying to win the speed race. Sulfurion's probably gonna win because he doesn't have a 6-star intimidating presence, even though he does have the Odin aura. Yeah, it's not even close. And the Marius is gonna enfeeble me, or at least I should say, the Marius enfeebling me is the highest probability I have of losing. Any polymorph? Yeah, there's a little bit. I've just had like the most garbage luck with polymorph on Embris lately that I just don't even think it's worth risking it. I lost 2, like in the first 5 arena sets I lost 2 out of 3 fights against not that high rated of players because because Embrys got polymorphed, and I'm just like, ugh. Was like low chances too, but I was like, I risked it, so I was like, it could help to put the fear up, and then it just totally backfired. So no, I can go Warlord because I'm running Carnage, so I don't need the speed war from Fabian. I think I just go for the Siegfried ban and try and win the speed race. I don't have any notes about whether I'm faster or not with Carnage. Or with Sulfurion, rather. Yep, not even close. Oof, sorry, buddy. Sorry. Don't blame me. Blame Plarium. Watch this guy beat me now that I say that. Who's the ban in this situation? I'm thinking probably Fabian, if I'm being honest. Marichka could A1 drag in Harima, which is a little bit problematic. The Cheshire Cat could also be a problem. But I think Carnage can just steal block damage. I didn't see Lightning Cage on there. It was Soul Reap, right? Forgot Carnage goes first. Carnage goes first in that situation, so we could just block the Cheshire. I feel like this guy knows me. I don't know why you'd go Marius Carnage in your opener if you didn't. Let's go Mesmo. So ban the Tormund? Probably. It's probably bans Kaja then. Ah, he's got to ban Armons. Oh, he bans Mesmo. What? Okay. That's a choice. Are you fracking kidding me, dude? Hopefully he doesn't die to this. He might, though. Okay, good. We got the fear proc. Okay, he should just die to the when he kills the Embris, he should just kill himself. Oh my god, if he kills the Embris. Oh, he just left. Okay, this guy runs Rotos, Rigash, Narses, Marius, Carnage, Necrit, Duchess, Wukong, Shuzhen, Armons, and Korra. I need to get the double... Oh, wait, no, I didn't need to get the double extra turn. I messed that up. It doesn't matter, but I did mess it up. The Marius counterattacking the crap out of my Embris actually kind of does me favors a lot of times, because then I can just HP swap their tanky champion and get like half its health gone in the second form. Who did he use? Hegemon, Shuzen, Ancora, Marius. What was his other champion? I don't even remember what it was. Was it Narcisse? See how this fight goes. It's gonna be a little bit of an interesting one. Oh, he banned Carnage. Oh, that was a choice. And it's a Stone Skin Siegfried. Oh wow, that was a serious choice. Okay then. Stone Skin Reaction Siegfried. That's one way to build a champion. All right, cool. Yeah, I thought that was immunity when I saw the lightning cage, and so I was very worried that I was gonna have a hard time controlling him. But how long have we been going? 33 minutes. I want to do another set. A 10,000 point rated player opening with Siphi is very interesting. That's a lot of polymorph on this fight, though. Do we risk the polymorph? Do we risk? That was like best case scenario in terms of bans. Oh, interesting. He's got all of the pinpoint over there. So pop that off. Let's come over here. Oh my god, you've got to be fracking kidding me. Thank you for wand. Thank you for the wand. Dude. What in the actual fuck? How am I so unlucky? Okay, he can't swap, though, because he'll die to the Marius. Jesus. He didn't die. How the fuck didn't he die? Oh, and the Armons was so close. My God, dude. I got wanded again. This game is so garbage. Holy fuck, this game is so garbage. I got fracking wanded after all of that. It was just shit RNG after shit RNG after shit RNG. What a fucking joke of a game. That pisses me off, man. It pisses me off. I play everything perfectly. I build my champions. I have the better builds. I have the better strategy. I come in. Everything is doing exactly what it should be. And then it's just like, oh, get wanded, you lose. It's like, God damn, dude. I wonder who'll ban here. The right... actually, no. I don't know who. It's an interesting one. Sulfurion ban. Okay. Crixia, Noel. Who else? Who's the other champion? Who did I ban? I don't remember now. Resisted, resisted, resisted. You know who's not going to get resisted? Get Embris. Get Embris! What kind of bullshit is that? Oh shit, I'm gonna lose to the Nice now. Oh, never mind, I have Armons. And we didn't get wanded. Oh, whoops, don't A1 with that. I don't think that'll do anything, but it doesn't hurt. To buff my crit. What? I thought he was already in that form. Okay. I guess, no, I guess that makes sense. He did it counterattack the other thing. All right. That was, yeah, okay. Dude, the Embris, unresistible stone skin strip was so clutch there because Crixia and Noel were going to be tough. I think they were resist builds. So many Kaja banners today. Big loss potential here is a polymorph on the Sulfurion or an Enfeeble on the Armons. Oh, get wanded, bitch. Get wanded. There's a lot of polymorphs, so we don't want to risk that. Who'd that guy run? He ran Marius, Taurus, Fabian, Siffy, and Marichka. Where, oh, where could my Embris be? Hey, Carnage is mine. I think I want He-Man. I don't need his aura, but I just need a fast nuker. And I think he's my fastest right now. Six-star poly on the Duchess. So we'll just go straight for the swap. Hit me. Hit me, Marius. See how that works out for you. Ooh, that's unfortunate. Not really the end of the world, as long as He-Man goes before Duchess. He will kill himself if he kills Embris. And Embris will also revive. Nobody remembers the Embris passive. Well, I shouldn't say he didn't remember. Maybe he did know. Maybe he knew that was going to happen and there wasn't anything he could do about it, but Embris passive is legit. So underrated part of his kit. It's such an underrated part of his kit. Especially, like I keep saying this, but if you haven't seen any of the recent videos, you want him to be very, very early in your turn order. That's like why he's always like one of my first picked champions. Basically, if they pick Marius, I open Armons now because I used to open like debate between Armons and Marius, but Embris fills the same role as Marius, which is a stone skin stripping option. So if they open Marius, I always Embris as the next pick. And I want him to be like right up in front so that when they nuke him, he's the first one to die. Because if you don't know, the way AoE damage works is it hits the first champion in the order, then the second, and the third, then the fourth, so on. And if they hit Embris, kill him, he reflects it, they die, then they don't hit anyone else on the team. So everyone else on the team ends with full health. That's what you saw in that last fight right there, where Kaja and Carnage were totally fine. Or was it Carnage? No, He-Man. We're totally fine. A lot of people are using Carnage, though, so I do need to fix the Seaman speed tune. I mean, I just need to farm Sandevil and get his oil, or get his dust to get his speed boots. And his chest is a defense percent. I think I need to roll that to attack, but yeah, he's not perfectly speed tuned yet. He will be, though. Honestly, I think Marius is the biggest threat. Polymorph on the Mikage, so let's go for the nuke. Cool. All right, did we get all wins in the second set? Yeah, we did. Oh, we got 9 out of 10 on that last set. How many did we? How'd we do in the beginning? I can't remember how we did in that first 5. I think I lost 1 or 2. No, we lost 2 because I was pissed because I lost like 2 in a row. Cool. All right, so Who do I give MVP to? Like, I would do it to Fabian, right? Because, yay, we got 6-star soul for Fabian. I never used him once. I'm wondering if I'm, like, actually going to end up in a position where I never use Fabian. Like, the one opportunity I had, I picked Warlord instead. Because I, Why did I pick Warlord in this fight? I think it was because I was worried I was going to let the Armons through and I didn't want him to weak hit. The Fabian to weak hit. That's the problem, is every time I'm going to use Fabian, it's because I can't use Armons, which means there's going to be a potential Armons in the team, which means I could potentially weak hit him. I wonder if I'm actually going to end up using Fabian. We'll see. I guess there are certain situations, Galathirs, Marichkas, times. Well, here's the other thing too. When I get Armons way faster and I can skip Kaja or Sulfurion when I'm running a speed team, and I can run like Armons Kaja with Fabian, or Sulfurion Armons Fabian, that would work. But in those situations, I need to make sure that my Armons is actually going to win the speed race, so he's got to be faster. I think we give it to Embris. Embris, I used him a ton. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I even used him in this. One of these fights I used him and he got banned. Yeah, we're using him constantly. Of course, I mostly pick him when people take Marius. And the fact that I'm using him so much is a testament to how often other people pick Marius. Because if I have Marius, I don't need Fabian. Like, they kind of do the same thing. But that's why it's so nice having two of them that can do that Stone Skin strip. Because one of them, usually Marius, gets picked constantly. It's kind of like I basically have the same strat that works like every time. But if they like take one of the champions I need, like in a perfect world, my ideal comp is Kaja, Sulfurion, Marius, Armons, Carnage. And that works in like that can take down like almost any team. Because you come in, you get the Stone Skin strip, the Carnage puts up the block, passives block actives. If they opt not to let the Carnage through, then the Marius will just crowd control the crap out of them because the Sulfurion will strip the Stone Skin first. Like that, it's certainly possible to counter, don't get me wrong, especially with like Marichka Hegemon. But that team will work against so many of the super bullshit, like Siegfried, Nice, Galathir, Marichka, what do people run? Crixia or Siffy or what, Shuzen. That comp will work against that stuff super reliably. But sometimes they take Marius, so I need Embris. Sometimes they take Carnage, so I need He-Man. Sometimes they take Armons, so I need Fabian or Warlord. That's kind of how it works. Unless they're faster than me, and then we have to get totally different. But all right, that's the fights. Let's actually show the Embris build. Don't forget. I should probably show second form. So he's just under 100,000 health, 230 crit damage, 351 accuracy, 307 speed. Obviously, those stats could be a lot better if I could get blessings. Even a 1-star blessing for the HP would be huge, but obviously a 4-star for the crit damage would be even better. I've got him in Orbit Transfixion, excuse me, with 2 of the turn meter boosting gems. So that is how he ends up going before my other champions. For masteries, we have all these good guys here. Accuracy stuff, Helm Smasher, all this kind of stuff. We go for the Fear Opportunist instead of Bring It Down because he can very reliably place a Fear in his first form and then swap to the second form and nuke if we want. Oftentimes we don't risk this with a Polymorph because it's not that important to land. But if we can get away with it, throwing Fear and decreased attack on everyone before swapping and nuking is nice, and it will also boost his damage. So that's what we take that. And this is kind of pointless because he's an HP-based nuker, so most of the time people are not going to have more HP than he does. And I think that's it. Y'all have a good one. Enjoy your live arena seasons, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers.